So for this question, recall that absolute value function, which is same as mod x, is returns x if x is greater than equals to 0, or it returns minus x if x is less than 0. For example, modulus of absolute value function of minus 3 is 3, modulus of 5 is, sorry, modulus of 5 is 5 itself, just to keep it in mind. So now we also have we need the integer solutions x and y of this equation, which means x plus y and x minus y are both integers, and thus their absolute value would be whole numbers. So both of these would be whole numbers, that is greater than equals to 0, equals to 0, which means that we have two possible cases. Case 1, mod x plus y or mod x minus y, one of these have to be 2, the other is 0, and case 2 would be both of them are equal to 1, because we need the sum of two positive integers, sum of two non-negative integers to be 2. So this is possible only in these conditions. So now we'll solve for these two cases. This implies that if mod x plus y equals to 2 and mod x minus y equals to 0, so this implies that x equals to y, and this means x plus y equals to 2 or x plus y equals to minus 2. So using this and this, we get x equals to y equals to 1, and using this thing and this thing, we get x equals to y equals to minus 1. So we have two solutions from here. Now we will take x minus y equals to 2 and x plus y equals to 0. This implies x equals to minus y, and this means either x minus y equals to 2 or x minus y equals to minus 2. So using this and this, we get x equals to 1, y equals to minus 1, and using this we get, using this and this, we get x equals to minus 1, y equals to 1. So we have two solutions from here. Now case 2. So in case 2, we have the possibility that x plus y equals to 1 and x minus y equals to 1. Second possibility is x plus y equals to 1, x minus y equals to minus 1. Third possibility is x plus y equals to minus 1, x minus y equals to 1. And the fourth possibility is x plus y equals to minus 1, x minus y is also minus 1. This will give us the solution x equals to 1, y equals to 0. This gives the solution x equals to 0, y equals to 1. This gives x equals to 0, y equals to minus 1. And this gives x equals to minus 1, y equals to 0. So 4 solutions from here. So total we have 8 solutions. This is our answer. For question number 2. So we have two linear equations in x and y. So that means that these two represent some line in xy plane. In xy plane. And for the system to have no solution, we need that these two lines are parallel. That happens when p upon 3 equals. So first let's make the generalization. a1x plus b1y equals to c1, and a2x plus b2y equals to c2. These lines would be parallel when a1 upon a2 equals to b1 upon b2. It does not will be parallel in this case. And for this to have no solution, there would be additional condition that this does not equals to c1 upon c2. So yeah, applying this condition here, we'll get p upon 3 equals to minus 4 upon k. It's not equals to 2 upon a. So no solution. A necessary condition would be, let's use this equation first. We get 2k is not equals to minus 4, which implies that minus 4a, which implies that k 4a is not equals to 0. Dividing both the sides by 2, we get 2a plus k does not equals to 0, which is option A. So we get our answer. Moving to the next question. So the answer is A. So now we have this term, the square of this term, and we have the value here. So we'll just square this and find this in terms of, expand this basically. So we get a square, so a plus b root 3 multiplied by a plus b root 3, or you can directly use the identity. So we'll do it this way: a into a is a square, plus b root 3 into b root 3 is 3b square, plus a into b root 3 is ab root 3, plus b root 3 into a is again ab root 3, which is equals to a square plus 3b square plus 2ab root 3, and this is equals to 52 plus 30 root 3. So we have a square plus 3b square equals to 52, and 2ab root 3 equals to 30 root 3. This can be simplified, root 3 goes away. We have ab equals to 15. So now we will substitute the value here: a square plus 3. So from here we'll get b equals to 15 by a. So we'll put it simply here: 15 by a square, 52. So a square plus 675 by a square equals to 52. It implies that a to the power of, so multiplying both the sides by a square, this into a square, this into a square, we will get which implies that a to the power of 4 minus 52 a square 675. A square equals to 52 plus or minus under root of b square. So 52 square is, we quickly find it, 52 into 52 is 104 cross 260. So we get 2704. 2704 minus 4 into 675 upon 2. So 4 into 675 is 2700. So this thing will become 2. So a square is equals to 25 or 27. and we are given that a and b are natural numbers, so a square equals to 25 will be accepted, which implies a equals to 5, b equals to 3, and thus a plus b will be 8. So the answer is C. Moving on, a circular plot of land is divided into two regions. So let's make a circle. Is divided into two regions. Here we have center C. This is our chord. Chord is length 10 root 3, and the angle subtended at the center is 120 degree. So if this is radius and this is the radius, we will drop the perpendicular from the center, and we know that this will bisect the chord as well as the angle. So this angle becomes 60 degree and this side becomes 5 root 3. So now sine 60 degree according to this triangle would be 5 root 3 divided by r, just the perpendicular upon hypotenuse, which is equals to root 3 by 2, which implies r is equals to 10. And we want the area of the smaller region, so this is the area that we need. So this area is the area of this sector minus the area of this triangle. Okay, so area of this sector is 1 by 3 times the area of this whole circle, so it becomes 1 upon 3 into pi into the radius squared, which is 100. And the area of this triangle simply becomes half into base. Base is this length of this chord, which is 10 root 3, multiplied by height. Height would be r cos 60 degrees, that is 10 cos 60 degree, that is equals to 10 into half, that is equals to 5. So the shaded area becomes 100 pi by 3 minus 50 root 3 by 2. This becomes 25 root 3. So the answer is A. Sorry, the answer is C. Moving on, in a group of 250 students, the percentage of girls was at least 44 and at most 60. So let the number of girls be G, number of boys will be B. We have G is less than 44 by 100 into 250. So 44 by 100 into 250, 5 to 22, this is 110. And it is less than 60% of 250 is 150. Okay, the rest of the students are boys, so the number of boys is less than 140, greater than 90. Each student opted for either swimming or running or both. If 50% of the boys and 80% of the girls opted for swimming, so girls who opted for swimming is 80% of 110, that is 88. 80% of 150 would be 120. And boys who went for swimming is 50% of the boys, so it is less than 40, greater than 45, less than 70. While 70% of the boys and 60% of the girls opted for running. So girls who opted for running is less than 90, which is 60% of 150, and greater than 60% of 110, which is 66. And boys who have opted for running, 70% of 140 would be 98, and 70% of 90 would be 63. Then the minimum and maximum possible numbers of students who opted for both swimming and running are. For this problem, let's assume the fraction of girls participating is G. Girls in the class is G. So G is less than 0.6, greater than 0.44. Then the rest are boys. Opted for either swimming or both, so 50% of the boys. So for swimming, we have 0.5 into 250 into 1 minus G. Why? 0.5 is 50% of the boys, and the number of boys is 250 minus the number of girls. So 250 minus the number of girls would be, number of girls is 250 times the fraction G. So 250 comes out common, and this we get 250 into 1 minus G. Okay. So boys swimming is this, girls swimming is 80% into 250 into G. 0.8 is 80%, and the number of girls is this. Boys running is 0.7 into 250 into 1 minus G, and girls running is 0.6 into 250 into 1 minus into G, sorry. So total number of students who opted for swimming is 125 minus G by 2 plus 200 G. Sorry, 125 minus 250 G by 2, so which is equals to 125 plus 75 G. Total number of students who opted for running is 25 into 7 becomes 175 minus 175 G plus 0.6 into 50 is 150 times G. It is equals to 175 minus 25 G. So this is the total number of students, 250. Out of which those who have opted for running is 175 minus 25 G. Those who have opted for swimming is 125 plus 75 G. Let the number of students who opted both be A. So the students who have just opted for swimming is 125 plus 75 G minus A, and those who have just opted for running is 175 minus 25 G minus A, and this plus A, this plus A is equals to plus 50 G minus A is equals to 250, because this is the total number of students. So we have A equals to 50 plus 50g. So maximum would be when g is 0.6, which will be 80, and minimum is when g is 0.44, which is 22, plus 50, 72. So the answer is A. So let's see what the sum of the lower powers of 10 leaves as remainder when divided by 13. So 10 obviously leaves the remainder 10, 100 leaves the remainder 9. To find the remainder of 1000, what we'll do is we'll write 1000 as 10 multiplied by 100. We know 100 leaves a remainder of 9. That means that 100 can be written as 13 times something. So let's say A plus 9. Let's write the question times 9, which implies 1000 is Q plus 90. So we don't have to divide entire number. We just have to find the remainder of the lower power multiplied by 10 and find the remainder what the product leaves. So we'll just find the remainder which is left when 9 into 10, it is 90, leaves by 13, which is 12. So for 10 to the power 4, we will again do the same trick. We will find the remainder that 120 leaves with 13, which is 3. For 10 to the power of 5, we'll see what 30 leaves as remainder, which is 4. For 10 to the power of 6, we'll see what 4 into 10, that is 40 leaves as remainder, which is 1. For 10 to the power of 7, we'll see what 10 leaves as remainder, which is 10. So we have 10, 9, 12, 13, 4, 1 and 10 again. So as the remainder does not really depend on the number, it just as we saw, it just depended on the remainder of the previous power. So basically 12 just depended on 9, 13 just depended on 12. So we can see again after 10 the remainder would be 9. So we have a nice cycle. So 10 to the power of 1 leaves 10, 10 to the power of 2 leaves 9, leaves 12, 10 to the power of 4 leaves 13, 10 to the power of 5 leaves 4, 10 to the power of 7 again leaves 10. So this cycle will repeat after every 6 powers. So 10 to the power of 1, 7 and each of these would be, the remainder would be 10. For 10 to the power 2, 8 and so on, the remainder would be 9. 10 to the power 68, 68 is 6 into 11, so 11 complete cycles plus 2. So we will have the remainder 9. The answer is B. The midpoint of sides A, B, C, A, B, C are M and P respectively. The medians drawn the medians drawn from A intersects the line segment MP at X, MN at Y, and NP at Z. Then the area of triangle X, Y, and Z is. So we know by midpoint theorem that MP is parallel to BC. And thus we can say that triangle ABN is similar to triangle AMX, and triangle ANC is similar to triangle AXP. So we have triangle ABN is similar to triangle AMX, and triangle PX is similar to triangle ACN, which implies MX upon BN is equals to AX upon XN, and this implies AX upon XN, sorry, AN AX upon AN is equals to PX upon CN. But so as the two are the same, which implies MX upon BN equals to PX upon CN, which implies that X is midpoint of MP. Why? Because BN and CN are equal, as N is the midpoint. Similarly, Y and Z are also midpoints. So by midpoint theorem, we know that triangle, the area of triangle ABC is 4 times the area of triangle MPN, and as XYZ are midpoints of triangle MPN, so again by midpoint theorem we have area MPN equals to 4 times area of triangle XYZ. Area of triangle MPN is 4 times area of triangle XYZ. So substituting this here, we get area triangle ABC equals to 4 times of area triangle XYZ, equals to 16 times area of triangle XYZ. That's what we need. This is equals to 1440. Answer is 90 square centimeter. Let the first increment, the fraction, be x, so second increment's fraction would be 2x. So 1 plus x into 1 plus 2x equals to 187.5%, that is 1.875. Because after first increment his salary would be 1 plus x times the salary, and after the next increment it would become 1, it would be 1 plus 2x into 1 plus x times his salary. So yeah, so we get 2x square 3x plus 1 equals to 1.875. So that is 3.7.5, 7.5, 15.8. Am I right? 8, 14. Yeah, so we get, multiplying by 8 on both the sides, we get 8 times 2x square x plus 1 equals to 15 by 8 plus 16x square 4x equals to 15, 16x square plus 24x, bringing 15 here, we get plus 8 minus 15. We have 16x square equals to 0. X equals to minus 24 plus minus under root of 24 square is 576 minus 4 into minus 7 into 16 upon 2 into 16. So minus 24 plus minus 4 into 7 is 28. 28 times 16 is 432. 432 plus 576 is 1000. Wait, I am making a mistake. Let me calculator. 4 into 7 into 16 is 448 plus 576 is 1024. So we get root 1024 upon 2 into 16. So we will discard minus because it's an increment, so x should be greater than 0. Minus 24 plus 32 upon 32. That is equals to 8 by 32. That is equals to 1 by 4. So x is 1 by 4. So in terms of percentage, it's 25%. So answer becomes C. So let the work done be x. So Sam does x upon 20 work in 1 day. Mohit is twice as fast as Sam, so he is x upon 10. And thrice as fast as Aina, so Aina becomes x upon 30. So Sam and Mohit work together on the first day. So on the first day, 3x upon 20 work is done. Sam and Aina on the second day, it becomes 4x upon 30. So on first day, this much work is done. On second day, this much work is done. And Mohit and Aina on the third day. Wait. I made a mistake here. Sam does x by 20 and Mohit does x by 10. Mohit. So Sam and Mohit work together on first day. 3x by 20 work is done. On second day, Sam and Aina do the work together. So x by 20 plus x by 30, which becomes 5x by 60 work is done. And on the third day, Mohit and Aina work together. Mohit and Aina. So it's 4x by 30. So in 3 days, the work they do is 9 plus 5 plus 8 upon 60. 22x by 60. We want the sum of, so on first day this, second day this, so we want to find the work number of days till which it goes. So after 6 days, 44x by 60 work is done. On 7th day, this much work more would be done, so it would become 53x by 60. So 44x by 60 plus 3x by 20 is 9x by 60, so 53x by 60. On the next day, 58x by 60. So this is 6th day, this is 7th day, 8th day, and on the 9th day the work would be completed. But on the 9th day, Mohit and Aina would be working, so it won't count anyways. So till the 8th day, Sam does x by 20. So he worked for 2 days, 4 days, and on 6th and 7th day as well. So he worked on 1st and 2nd day, 1st day, 2nd day, then he worked on 4th and 5th day, then he worked on 7th and 8th day. So he worked on 6 days, and daily he did x upon 20 work, so that is 6x by 20. So 3 upon 10 is the fraction of work which he did. Answer is B. So we have a 300-liter container. And of it, x liter was water. The remainder of 300 minus x is milk. Out of this, 2x liter was removed. And is filled with water again. So we have 72% milk is left in the solution. Then the amount of water in liters, 72% of 300 is equals to 218 liters of water, of milk, which is 82 liters of water. We have to find x. So 300 minus x liter of milk was there, of which 2x the amount removed by 300. So this gives the fraction of the solution removed, and it would be distributed evenly in milk and water. So the fraction of milk removed would also be 300 minus x into 2x by 300. This is the amount of milk removed. So to get the amount of milk which is left, we'll just do 1 minus 2x by 300. This is the amount of solution left, amount of milk left in the solution, and this is 218 liters. So multiplying, we get 300 minus x into 300 minus 2x equals to 300 into 218. So 300 squared plus 2x square minus 3 to 300x to 300 into 218. Rearranging, we get 2x square minus 900x plus 300 into 82 equals to 0. We'll divide the equation by 2 from both the sides. We get x square minus 450x plus 300 into 41, 0. So x equals to 450 plus minus 450 square minus 4 into 300 into 41 divided by 2 is equals to 450 plus minus 450 into 450 minus 1200 into 41 equals to the power 0.5. Think we have made some calculation mistake. V square minus 4ac 450 into 450 minus 1200 into 41. Two x minus 3x is 900x. This is 6. This is 4. So we get 6. And this will change this and this and this. 216, 216, 216. 300 into 84, 42, 42. So this is 450 plus minus 390 by 2. Now clearly x is less than 300, so we'll remove the minus, we'll eject the minus. This is 450, sorry, we will take minus here. So 450 minus 390 divided by 2, this is 60 upon 2, this is 30. So amount of, so x is 30, so amount of water is 30, so answer is 30. $4,000 is the amount invested. Rate of interest compounding with ratio of value of investment after 3 years to the value of the investment after 5 years is 25 upon 36. So the investment after x years is 1 plus the rate of return to the power number of years. So after 3 years we have 4,000 into 1 plus r cubed. 4,000 into 1 plus r to the power of 5. The ratio would be then 1 plus r to the power of 3 upon 4,000 into 1 plus r to the power of 5 equals to 25 by 36. This becomes square. So 1 plus r square 1 upon plus equals to 25 by 36, which implies reciprocating on both the sides, you get 1 plus r square. So 36 upon 25 implies that 1 plus r is 6 by 5. Obviously, we will take the positive root. So we need to find 4,000 into 1 plus r to the power of n, minimum n such that this is greater than 20,000. So that is 1 plus 1 by 5. Now we know it's actually 1 plus r is 6 by 5. We need 6 by 5 should be greater than to the power of n should be greater than 5. So n should be greater than log 5 upon log 6/5. Quickly use the calculator to do that. Log 5 divided by log 1.2, which comes out to be approximately 8.8, which implies n equals to 9. Next, Gopi marks a price on a product in order to make 20% profit. Let the price be X, then the marked price would become X into 1 plus 20% would be 0.2. So that becomes 1.2x. Ravi gets 10% discount on this marked price, so it would be 1.2x into 1 minus 10% in fraction 0.1 becomes 0.9 into 1.2, that is 1.08x, and thus saves rupees 15. So 0.12x is equals to 15. So x equals to 1500 divided by 12. This becomes 500, 125. And the profit Gopi makes is 0.08 times x, that is equals to 8 by 100 into 125. So it's 5. This becomes 4. On dividing by 25, this becomes 2. This equals to 10. So Gopi makes a profit of 10 rupees. The answer is B. So what we did was assume the price of the product be X, then 20% profit would mean 1 plus 0.2 times X, 1.2. 10% discount we followed again, and we have the profit which Ravi makes, that is a discount given to Ravi, that is 1.2x minus 1.08x, that is 0.12x, which is equals to 15, giving the value of x to be 125. Then x into the profit that Gopi made is 1.08 times x minus x, so that is 0.08 times x, that is 10 rupees. The average of 3 distinct real numbers, let them be a, b, c. The average is 28, implies a plus b plus c upon 3, 28, which implies c equals to 84. If the smallest number is increased by 7, that means that is the new number becomes a plus 7. Largest number is reduced by 10, that means it becomes c minus 10. The order of numbers remain unchanged, so a greater than b greater than c was what we assumed, and still a plus 7 greater than b, c minus 10. And the new arithmetic mean becomes 2 more than the middle number, so a plus 7 plus b plus c minus 10 is equals to 2 plus c b, which implies that a plus b plus c plus 7 minus 10 is minus 3. 3 goes there, becomes 6 plus 3b, which implies a plus 2b plus a minus 2b plus c equals to 9. While the difference between the largest and the smallest numbers becomes 64. So largest is c minus 10. Difference means minus a plus 7, 64, which implies c minus 10 minus a minus 7 equals to 64. C minus a equals to 17 plus 64 is 81. Minus 10 minus 7 goes this side. We get 81. then the largest number in the original set of the numbers. So we want to find C. So A equals to C minus 81. We will substitute it here. C minus 81 minus 2B plus C equals to 9. So 2C minus 2B equals to 90. C minus B equals to 45. Plus C equals to B plus 45. Now we will substitute both A and B in terms of C in this equation, which gives us A is C minus 81 plus B is C minus 45 plus C equals to 84, which implies that 3C equals to 81 plus 84 plus 45, that is 210, which implies C equals to 70. So the answer is 70. The number of all positive integers up to 500 with non-repeating digits is. So the 9 one-digit numbers obviously would be included. In 2-digit numbers, we have, this can be taken by any number from 1 to 9, and this, so there are 9 ways this can be filled, and including 0, because 0 cannot be in this place but 0 can be here, including 0 and excluding the digit which is already placed on this tens place, we are again left with 9 choices. So there are 81 such numbers, 81 such 2-digit numbers which don't have repeating digits. Again, for 3-digit, this place can be occupied by 9 digits from 1 to 9. This can again be occupied by 9 digits from 0 to 9 and excluding the number which was sitting here, and after that 8 digits can be placed here from 0 to 9 excluding the 2 numbers which are placed in this and this place. So the numbers are 9 into 8 distinct such numbers which don't have any repeating digits. So our answer is 9 plus 81 plus 81 into 8. It is 90 plus 648. No, I made a mistake here. This cannot be 9. This can be from 1 to 4 only. So here we'll have 4. From 1 to 4. Excluding that number there. So we'll have 4 into 9 into 8, which is 72 times 4. So 72 times 4 is 288. So we have 9 plus 81 plus 288, which is 378. So answer becomes 378. Moving to the next question. Certain distance at a uniform speed, let the uniform speed be x. At this speed means 6 kilometer per hour. 6 kilometer per hour more, that becomes x plus 6 kmph. It would have needed 4 hour less. So x speed 6, x minus 6, it would have needed 6 more hours. So x into, let the original time be t, is equals to x plus 6 into t minus 4 equals to x minus 6 into t minus t plus 6. We need the value of x times t. So first we'll use these two equations. So xt equals to x into t plus 6 into t plus this minus 4 into x, and then finally this minus 24. This goes away, so we are left with 60 equals to 4x plus 24. And using this, and this is equals to xt, we get xt equals to xt plus 6x minus 60 minus 36. So xt, so we are left with 6x equals to 60 plus 36. Dividing this by 6, we get x equals to t plus 6. Dividing, okay, so we substituting here, we get 60 equals to 4 into plus 24 is equals to 40 plus 4 into 6 is 24 plus 24, 40 plus 48, so 60. So 40 goes here, we are left with 48 equals to 2t. So t equals to 24, x equals to t plus 6, 30. So we wanted the distance travel, which is xt, which becomes 720. 30 times 24, 720. The answer is B. Three power A equals to 4, 4 power B is 5, 5 power C is 6, 6 is 7, 7, 8, 9. Then the value of product A, B, C, D, E, F is. So A equals to log, taking log on the both sides, we get A log 3A, 3 to the power of A equals to 4. Sorry, log 4. Which implies A comes down, A log 3 is to log 4. A equals to log 4 by log 3. Similarly, B becomes log 5 by log 4. C becomes log 6 by log 5. D becomes log 7 by log 6. It's log 8 by log. And finally F is log 8. Multiplying these 6 numbers, we can easily see log 8 gets cancelled, log 6 gets cancelled, log 7 gets cancelled, log 5, log 4 all gets cancelled. We are left with log 9 upon log 3. Log 9 can be written as log 3 squared, which is 2 comes down to log 3 upon log 3. Log 3 gets cancelled, so the answer becomes 2. Consider the sequence t1 1, t2 is minus 1. Tn equals to n minus 3 upon n minus 1 times Tn minus 2. That is, means Tn equals to 1 minus 2 upon n minus 1 into Tn. We have T2 equals to minus 1. Let's try to find T4. T4 equals to 4 minus 3 upon 4 minus 1 times T2, which becomes 1 by 3 times minus 1, so minus 1 by 3. T6 would be 6 minus 3 upon 6 minus 1 t4. t4 itself was 4 minus 3 upon 4 minus 1 times t2. Should be t2 by 5 because this is cancelled. So in fact, when we roll out these values, like replace tn minus 2 by n minus 5 upon n minus 3, tn minus 4 and so on, we'll see that 3 upon n minus 1 times n minus 5 upon n minus 3 tn minus 4. So this gets cancelled, and this goes until n equals to n minus 4 becomes 2, at which point n minus 5 becomes 1. Now basically the numerator, last standing numerator, becomes 1, and the value itself t2 itself is minus 1. So we get that tn equals to minus 1 upon n minus 1. That's the key observation here, which we can also see holds true for 4 and 6. So this sum simply is minus n minus 1 for summed from n equals to 2 to 2024. That is 1 plus 3 plus 5 2 3. So it is the sum of first 1 0 1 2 odd numbers. So we know it will become minus 1 0 1 2 squared. 1 0 1 2 we get by 2 0 2 3 plus 1 by 2. So this is equals to option C. You don't even have to square, the last digit should be 4 and only one option is having last digit 4. So the answer is C. Moving on. So maximum x comma 2, minimum x comma 2. So basically when x is greater than 2, this is x, this is 2. So this thing becomes x minus 2. For x less than 2, this is 2 and this is x. So it becomes 2 minus x. For x greater than 2, this remains x plus 2. This becomes x minus 2. So case 1, when x is greater than 2, LHS is x minus 2. RHS is, this opens as x plus 2, this opens as x minus 2, minus x gets cancelled, we get 4. RHS is 4. So LHS, by equating LHS and RHS, we get x equals to 6, which is which agrees with our assumption of x greater than 2. Case 2, when we take x is less than 2, LHS becomes 2 minus x, RHS is for RHS we'll have to see whether x is greater than minus 2 or not. So again here we'll make two cases, x less than minus 2, x greater than minus 2. In this case RHS is minus 2 minus x minus 2 minus x, which is minus 4. And in this case RHS is x plus 2 minus 2 minus x, which is the 2x, and LHS was 2 minus x. So 2 minus x equals to minus 4 gives us x equals to 6, which we will discard, because we have assumed that x is less than minus 2. This comes from this case. And the second case, 2x equals to 2 minus x, we get x equals to 2 by 3, which is acceptable. So x equals to 6 and x equals to 2 by 3 are the two solutions which we need. So answer is 2. Moving on to the next question. Rajesh owns 20 hectares of land, Vimal owns 30. Vimal grows wheat on 5:3 ratio, so basically the fraction is 5 by 8 times 20, that is 12.5 hectares of land, and mustard on the remaining 7.5 hectares of land. The total ratio is 11:9. That is 50 into 11 by 9, 11:9 ratio. That means fraction on which wheat is grown is 11 by 20. This is big because 55 by 2 is 27.5. And the remaining 50 into 9 by 20 is 12.22.5. This is the area on which wheat is grown. This is mustard. So on the land owned by Rajesh, 27.5 minus 12.5, that is 25 hectares is gone to wheat, and 5 hectares is for 15 hectares is for sorry 15 is for wheat and 15 is for mustard. So answer is A, 1:1. Okay, we made a mistake. Vimal owns 30 hectares of land. So 5:3. So wheat 5 by 8 into 30 and 3 by 8 into 30. This is 150 divided by 8, which is 75 by 4, that is 17. 75 by 4, 37.5, 18.75. This then becomes 11.25. Yeah. And of the total 50 hectares, 27.5 is for wheat and 22.5 is for mustard. So for wheat we have 8.75 on Rajesh's land, and for mustard we have 11.25. So the ratio becomes the ratio of cultivation of wheat .75 upon 11.25. we divide by 5 on both sides, so we get 175 upon 225. Dividing by 25, we get 7 by 9. So answer is B, 7 by 9. We will replace x by 1 by x, and by that we will get f1 by x plus 2fx equals to 3 by x. Using both of these equations, so this we get 2f of 1 by x plus 4 into fx equals to 6 by x. Subtracting this equation from this equation, we get 3fx, because 2f1 by x goes from 2f1 by x. 4fx minus fx is 3fx. 6x minus 3x. 6 by x minus 3x. We get fx equals to 2 by x minus x. And we want this to be equals to 3. So 2 by x minus x equals to 3. Multiplying by x on both the sides, we get 2 minus x square equals to 3x. So x square plus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. Sum of all possible values is minus 3, because sum of the roots of this equation is minus b by a. Minus b is minus 3, a is 1. So answer is B, minus 3. A regular octagon. Nope. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Yeah. Then the area of a square A, C, E, G is, this side is 6. This angle is 360 divided by 8, 45. So this angle is 135 degrees. Let this midpoint be M. So we have A, B, M. By symmetry, we can say that BM bisects the angle ABC. So this angle ABM becomes 135 divided by 2 degrees. This is 6. So we have AM upon AB equals to sine 135 degrees by 2, which is equals to sine 135 divided by 2, 67.5 degrees. Which is equals to cos 22.5 degrees. So AM equals to 6 cos 22.5 degrees. AC equals to 2 AM equals to 12 cos 22.5 degrees. And area of square would be AC squared, side AC squared, which becomes 144 times cos square 22.5 degrees. Now we know that cos 2 theta equals to 2 cos square theta minus 1. Putting theta as 22.5 degrees, we get cos 45 degrees equals to 2 cos square 22.5 degrees minus 1. Cos 45 degrees 1 by root 2. So we get 2 cos square 22.5 degrees root 2 1 plus 1 by root 2, which is equals to root 2 plus 1 by root 2. So the area is 72 times 2 cos square 22.5 degrees. 2 cos square 25.5 degrees, this 2 into root 2 plus 1 by root 2, which is equals to 36 into 2 plus root 2. So answer is C. This is 36 into 2 plus root 2 because 72 is 36 into root 2 plus 1 by root 2, which is equals to 36 into 2 is sent into the bracket, 2 by root 2 into root 2 plus 1, this root 2, and root 2 is distributed here, so 36 into root 2 is 2 plus 1 into root 2 is root 2. Understand? Okay. Moving to the last question. So we will multiply by 10 to the power x on both the sides. We will get 10 to the power x squared plus 4 equals to 81 by 2 into 10 to the power of x. That is 10 to the power of x squared minus 81 by 2 10 to the power of x plus 4 equals to 0. We want to find the sum of all distinct values of x. So if x equals to a and b satisfies this equation, we need to find a plus b. But we know that the product of the roots of this equation would be 10 to the power of a into 10 to the power of b. Because of if a and b satisfies the solution, then roots of this quadratic equation, roots of the quadratic equation p square minus 81p by 2 plus 4 would be 10 to the power of a and 10 to the power of b. Right. So the product of the roots would be 10 to the power of a into 10 to the power of b, that is equal to 10 to the power of a plus b, which is 4. Thus, we know that a plus b is equals to log base 10, 4. So answer becomes A. Because this is log base 10, 2 squared, this is 2 log base 10, 2. Now also we'll have to check if both the solutions of x which comes are indeed real. For that we will see if the roots are both positive. So this is an opening upward parabola. Its minimum would be at minus b by a, minus b by 2a. So that is minus of minus 81 by 2 upon 2 into 1, which is greater than 0. So its minimum is somewhere greater than 0. And at 0, at p equals to 0, the value of this function is 4. So this is this kind of parabola. Sorry. this kind of parabola. So both the roots of this quadratic equation are positive. Thus we have real values of x. So we can confidently say the answer is A.